Hey loves, and I'm back. Y'all gonna see me a good bit of time today, so I was just prepared to see this face. But this message was given to me via a vision. I want to say I had this vision like a little while back, and I was confused about it. Not typically confused, but sometimes like I don't know or I'll be forgetting. So I was in prayer. I want to say yesterday, and pretty much I was talking to God about something, and He like literally just brought this vision right back to my face. Okay, so excuse me. Here I am to share this because it's on me to share, right? So in this vision, I was at a bus station. It was late at night. I was at a bus station with this guy. He was really handsome, so charming, very, very sweet. And he was touching my face, like, caress my face. And I was like into him. We were so into each other. And, I felt like he was the one. And then, out of nowhere, his face distorted. I was so taken aback. And, like, that was pretty much the vision, okay? And so, I feel like this is a specific word for many of you. I would like you to take this back to God in prayer because this is not specifically for everybody. Some of you guys are dating, and I don't want y'all to think that, maybe this person ain't for you. But take this back to God, you know what I'm saying? So He can confirm it to you. But to whomever this is for, you need to watch who you are allowing yourself to be in the presence of. I know a lot of us are dating, a lot of us get lonely, and so we end up dating, and you know, things seem to look great and all of that, okay? What you need to understand is that if you don't do your due diligence in this dating game, you you will end up encountering somebody that appears to be one way and is literally a whole demon. Okay, you have to watch out for things like that. And this is also why it's important to wait on God and allow God to reveal things to you. Because if you ask God to reveal things to you, guaranteed you're going to get what you asked for. A lot of times we want to give our hearts over to people that don't have proper intentions for us, that are not sent by us, but that are literally sent by the devil himself. Okay, and you guys need to do your due diligence when it comes time to dating. Be sure to consistently ask God's approval. Okay, because what happened is I fell for this guy, and then I started to see him in a distorted way. And that let me know what God really revealed to me right then was that I was talking to a demon. Okay, somebody that was not sent by God. Of course, he seemed like he was sent by God because he was so sweet and so charming and all of that. And he wasn't. You guys need to learn to understand that familiar spirits are real, and the devil watches you harder than you think he does. He knows what you're looking for. He knows what you like. He knows the things that you're interested in. He knows your patterns, and he knows how to bring these things along on your path. And a lot of you guys are in the season to where you are waiting. And this is the most crucial time for you to really be seeking God. Um, I'm feeling heavily led to speak out about my personal business. So here we go. There was a time where I was open for a marriage season, and this is not this time because God wisened me up this time. I was open for my marriage season, okay? And because I wanted to promise so bad, because I was focused on these things, I would pray to God, pretty much idolizing this person coming into my life, okay? Just calling a spade a spade. Because that's what we do. We really don't call it what it is, but that's what it is. So I was pretty much idolizing this person to come into my life because they had just showed up. I did not ask God. I didn't sit to listen to him. I would tell him, God, I don't know. And of course, this person kept showing up on my radar. And it's not because God was sending them to my radar. It's because I was so heavily influenced with the thought of having somebody that the devil was able to intrigue me and place this person along my path the whole time, okay? And with that, I ended up in a relationship that I'm going to be honest, I really like, I'm thankful for it, that it happened, but I am so thankful that it is over, okay? Because I know for a fact, like certain things that he would even watch, I'm like, that's just not giving. Like he would say, oh, I love God, and stuff like that. But certain things he would watch, I'm like, it's not giving you love God. You know what I'm saying? Like in certain ways he would act like he really was crazy. I could see, and even now, like God allowed me to reflect on it. And I'm like, I just don't know how I missed it. Like, I know it was God's divine protection that it ended, but I don't know how I missed it. I don't. Because the stuff he used to do was really cruel. He was not a nice guy. He, I mean, it was so toxic. And since we really gonna get deep right here, um, whew, the devil used him to entice me back into an addiction that I had long foregone. I am so serious. And God showed me this like so heavy, so heavy. I was like, wow. Because before this, I was a pot smoker, a heavy pot smoker, and I had stopped for a long time. I ended up with this person, and what they would do is they would consistently bring it into my house. I wasn't even bringing drugs in my house like that. They would consistently bring it into my house and do this thing. And here I am, like, okay, let's go. Let's do it. He did not lead me to God. In fact, he led me away from God. I remember it was a time that I used to sit on the floor and pray for at least hours. And he did not want me to do that. And I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I'm not supposed to since I'm in a relationship and he's supposed to be my husband. I was fornicating, not supposed to do that. Like, it was a lot of things that he did. And he came off with such a charming allure to him. And I ended up in this relationship. Thank God it did not last long, but just understand you need to pray and let God reveal to you people's intentions and who they are. The best way to find out the intentions of a person is to wait. I'm so serious. Once you take time, the plan will be laid out so smooth in your face, you won't even believe that you are able to see the things that you are able to see. Okay? So, you guys, don't fall for anybody that is coming with a charm. Because I can guarantee you, a lot of these people are being sent to you by the devil. And the reason why the devil is going to send you these people is because once you get into alignment with that person that God has for you, baby, it's game over. I ain't going to say it's game over because he's going to fight you all the way. But there is divine purpose attached to your kingdom marriage. And the devil does not want that to come to fruition, to come to pass. So he's going to send you somebody that looks sweet but ain't. Please be on heavy guard. Continue to ask God. And don't just sit here and convince God, because that's what I did. I convinced God that he was the guy for me a whole while. He was a whole demon, okay? Don't sit here and try to convince God of these things. Sit and wait for his reply. If he don't give you a reply, you don't reply until he tells you. Okay? Take your time. And do not, I repeat, do not be like me, y'all. Don't ever let anybody take you away from God's hand, because that is the first thing the enemy does to weaken you in your strength and cloud your vision. God is your source. So if you need discernment, you're getting that from him. If you need wisdom, you're getting that from him. Everything you need, you're going to get from God. When the enemy takes your source away, your vision is so clouded. And this is how you are able to run back into things that you had no business doing. Don't ever let somebody strip you away from your prayer life. Please learn from me. Don't ever let somebody even sit here and continue to entice you or do things that are questionable in your face. Because if it's questionable to you, you got to ask, why is it bothering me so bad? Don't want this thing more, because I guarantee you it's going to cost you. Like, entering this relationship literally cost me a huge chunk of my life, to where I was consistently battling addiction. Like, consistently battling addiction because of this one incident. And I'm talking about, I had been free. I was not smoking for at least, I want to say, like 2 years, 2 whole years in one relationship. Didn't even last long, like probably a few months. Ended that whole thing. I was celibate. I was, I was on my move. And I know that I was entering something special with God. I was entering something great with God. All of it shut down, when I encountered this person. So please take every decision back to God. Let him lay it out for you. Don't just be so eager to jump in a relationship, because I promise you, if you jump into one with the wrong person, it's going to cost you. And you are going to feel every single bit of it. Even some battles and some doors that you had shut, you are going to open them up. Don't do it. Take it from me. I had to learn the hard way. Glory to God that he had brought me out, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that deep. It's never deep enough to lose your position with God to have somebody. So please pay attention to this, okay? Anywho, I pray this bless you. I love you. More importantly, God loves you. Peace.